I see, so what I do now is I just focus on making sure that no matter what I'm doing, that I'm learning how to speak to you daily. Because if you want to have a nice and beautiful project with yourself and you want to find the words to say, then you have to be able to go and recoil something that you are in a way that you're learning very quickly upon becoming a star, in a way that you're learning how to actually do that for yourself. So if you can go and become the best version of yourself daily, then go and really, really blow your nose out if you have a booger in there or something like that, so you can do better. I see there's people around me, I can feel, no matter what, I can feel how I'm just perpetrating a better way. So as I really, really dwell upon speaking more and talking more, always, I'm looking for myself to explain how to actually grow myself in different ways, and all I do is talk all day long because I understand anyway, I have eternity actually talking about me always, otherwise. I'm making sure anyway that as I do that for myself and as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure I understand that these people around my town over here, I can tell already how they feel that I never show up to their events, because they can see that I'm just much more on top of the game. I mean, they can see I'm doing far greater than other people who actually do show up at those events. So I'm making sure I understand anyway. I never want to fucking be seen around those serving people of Australia, I promise you. I never want to be around them. And why is that? Because I am doing greater than them. I'm more successful than them. I never needed to be around jealous people, I promise you. I'm just much greater than those people, and that's it, I promise you. And why is that? Because I say so. I promise you, what you say is what you are. And just be able to enjoy yourself and what you are daily, and be able to see exactly what you need to succeed daily with your nice and beautiful content, and be able to set everything up in a way that you're learning very quickly upon how you're actually doing your life differently, and you're making sure that you can go and do something that's actually helping you move forward, is what I'm doing. I'm doing something that's helping me move forward. And as I help myself move forward, I make sure I go and clean my shoes as well in different ways, and make sure I have my nice and beautiful ways of life over here where I'm placing my shoes on the floor to clean my shoes. I mean, I'm just cleaning my shoes a bit over here, so making sure you guys understand straight away that as I clean my shoes, I have to get myself new clothing. But guess what? I promise you anyway. The thing is, I can see straight away how much time that is. So I save 40 hours anyway. I save 40 hours over here. I never have to fucking work 9 to 5 because I use the government's money to live my life for free. And then guess what I do? I can go to fucking Cairns. I can go to other fucking places around Australia too. And I can get the fucking government's money and go very quickly. I mean, in the sense, so as I do that for myself in a better way, making sure first I do my events, and then after 20th of May, I can actually see what I need to do. But what I do now is my financing. I have to go do my financing. I lock the doors of my house always, so I can do a better job for myself, and so that nobody else comes in unless it's my biological dad via I'm already inside anyway, but I'm making sure that I never need fucking other people coming into my biological dad's house when it's never my biological dad or I. But it's I of everything. I'm making sure anyway. I just go drink some juice over here so I can do better. I see, if you want to lift your life, then what you need to do is you need to speak more words. And the more words you speak, I promise you, life happens quickly. But your life happens so quickly because you're able to speak the words of what you want. I love it. I promise you now, because you're able to speak all the words of life, then you can achieve all the words of whatever you want in life. I mean, you can speak it into fruition. And the more you speak in life, I promise you, the more you're doing. I promise you, the more you speak, the more you can do. And the more you actually give ideas, the more you can inspire somebody else to go and achieve a greater lifestyle too. I realize that for myself, I'm understanding that nobody else wants to fucking listen to Danny Milivojevic at this point. I mean, why is that? Because he's 28 years of age and he fucking looks like that. And anyway, it's because I love myself regardless. But I'm understanding that other people judge me for my age and for my race and for my gender and for how my background is and for how much money I have and my status. For sure, go ahead and fucking judge me all the time because I fucking do at least 72 years of audio fucking more than you. I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I'm pretty sure I understand they're all fucking judging me and how I look and my fucking age and how much I speak words. And they judge me about the words I say too. And they fucking judge me about my success and my status. And then they want to fucking follow me. But they don't want to fucking follow me and my success. Because they judge me about my age and race and color and fucking gender. And how many people I have as family members. And my car and what fucking material possessions I have. But guess what? I have fucking more than them. I have fucking more than them, I promise you. And that's why I'm understanding straight away to just go to the lone road. I go alone very quickly. I never need to be around those people. Because they judge everybody like that. Bro, they never believe in anybody. Bro, they don't believe in nobody. Bro, they have no word I either. I mean, in a sense, so... Anyway, I let them judge all they like. Because I'm doing much greater than them anyway. But as I'm doing great, I'm succeeding in different ways. I'm learning how to do better. Because I have a great life. See, the amazing thing that I can do today is just be with the word I. I mean, as I sit here in silence, I just do the word I. And I have everything else to do. I have everything to do when I have the word I promise you. Promise you, when there's no word I promise you, then you have nothing to do. When there's no word I. But when you have the word I, then you can do the word I, and then you have everything. Because that's how I feel, and that's how it is. I see the outside world tries to ridicule you, and tries to criticize you, and tries to condemn you for who you are. Because they just dislike you, and they're just lying to you the whole time. And they're trying to threaten you, and they're trying to make you feel unworthy. And they're trying to also say that anything in life that is never you is also something that you must understand. That you must understand. It's much more how they just never want you around anything in life. So just go and go and stay away from them and stay with yourself only. But as I go and grow up myself to come back to the word I only, I can see straight away how the outside world is an illusion. The outside world is an illusion. But the truth is the word I. I mean, in a sense, so if you understand how to stick to the word I, then you understand how to actually live life. Because anybody who can live life can be in the word I. Or else anyway, as I go and lift my words up daily, I can see straight away how I can go and perform these nice and beautiful acts of courage where I can go and eat something now. I can go and really deliver myself to eat something. But what I want to eat is I can go and make some pasta. I can make some nice and beautiful, let's say, wholemeal bread with peanut butter. But what I want to do is I go make the pasta. I make the pasta now. I eat some pasta. I make sure I have more than enough time to do everything I want to do. I'm making sure I have to go and just be able to deliver content. So as I deliver content, I make sure I go wash my nice beautiful dishes over here and make sure I have more enough success every single day to just get ahead of the game. But what I want to do also is I have to groom myself. So what I want to do first is I want to groom myself before I go and eat and drink. I want to be able to groom myself before I eat and drink, and before I may cook in the frying pan something, instead of boil my food. So I only ever boil my food, and that way I'm making sure that I go and groom myself before I do anything else, so I can get ahead of the game. And that way I can straight away understand what I need to do daily. But it's more how I feel. I don't know. I mean, how I feel is to just enjoy myself differently, and I have more than enough time to succeed. And what I want to do quickly also is I want to just combine these music tracks for now very quickly and just export it. And what I do is I open up a new FL Studio file over here, and from that point I make sure that what's important is I go and combine the music tracks. I go and place the music track in my phone. I go and upload something new for myself very quickly over here, and I make sure that no matter what, I can see straight away what I'm doing over here. So as I'm doing my life over here in a different way, I'm making sure I have the nice and beautiful downloads folder here. So the downloads folder is right here. I'm making sure I can upload that one and this one here, which is also going from the nice and beautiful way of life over here, which is my WAV file right here. So as I actually have these content over here, make sure I go and upload my FL Studio nice and beautiful soundtrack over here, which is around, let's have a look, I don't know. I want to actually put this in 137 BPM, and then I want to drop the files into my actual FL Studio quickly. And then I'm just leading my words, but I understand how I was reading before. I was reading so much, but I do miss reading like that. I miss so much reading, but guess what? Probably it's more how I feel. I have to move on. Because all of that is the word. All of that is the word I now. Everything in terms of reading from other people is the word I now. Whereas now what I do is I go and start my music track over here. So let's have a look over here. I let it be that way, and then I want to go and deliver the content, which is my nice and beautiful content over here, which is part 3 for example, but it's actually the nice and beautiful middle range file over here. And then I go and place my nice and beautiful contents, that is my ending part right here, where the ending over here is from my music track. So let's have a look. And all I'm doing to match this up is different types of, let's say, track files, which is helping me move forward in different ways. So as I actually go and grab myself, I'm recording the screen as well so you guys can see, but I have to be quicker upon recording everything, but that's how it is. Yeah, I promise you, it's much better that I record everything so I help much more people than it is to never do it. So what I do is I go and understand straight away to just have a listen over here to see what this is. I understand anyway, so what I do now is I want to be able to just dwell upon a better way to see what's going on. I see, so no matter what, that as I see my track over here, I'm understanding that what I can do now is I can go and see exactly how long the file track is. So it's 264 minutes. So I'm understanding it's over the nice and beautiful ratio of what I want. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I go and grab myself, I want to now just record everything with Edison very quickly. And I want to make sure that anyway, I just go record this, because what I want to do is I want to finish off the music track in a way that is helping me to record a Edison module of the recording of the track, so I can go and really deliver all the nice and beautiful summary of the actual track in the ending. I love it. Actually now, because I do that, I always do that. I always do it in different ways. So as I do it, I succeed differently. So I want to get my nice and beautiful Edison recording over here, and I place one more recording over here with Edison file to make sure that I have more than enough success over here to go and deliver, so that people can see all the different parts of the track, because that's how I understand straight away how to grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I'll go and record this quickly. I see that way I'm doing better. See guys, what you can do is you can go and, let's say, mute the nice and beautiful laptop so it never has to play for a laptop. So what I'm doing here is I mute the laptop, then I unmute in terms of, then I mute the actual laptop sound. So you understand straight away that since the FL Studio is looping a zip package, so I'm making a zip package of the actual project so I can open a project anytime I want. So what happens is if you're playing music in the background, then since the actual FL Studio or Audio Workstation is actually creating a zip file or processing a zip file for you, then the actual music in the background has to be playing in the background. So what I do is I mute the sound with the laptop, and I press the nice and beautiful mute button on the laptop, and now no sound comes from the audio speakers because the actual laptop itself is on mute. And that's why I'm understanding I mute the sound with my laptop, and then I make sure I move forward. So as I move forward, I make sure that you guys understand over here quickly that when I go and do something around my music production, I'm always teaching you what I'm doing, but I'm making a small little recap at the end of the music track over here to show people just different parts of the track and how everything is in terms of what they will listen to, in terms of different parts of the sequences of the music tracks. And then that way it's just a little small recovery session of everything that was going on in the track that's all different, and making sure anyway that since I'm actually doing that, I'm making sure I can go and create another kind of Edison stem file over here where I can just go and really record just all the quick kind of scenarios over here around my track by just going with a nice beautiful cursor. And I can be going really, let's say, a quick nice and beautiful way of life through different finalizations process, in terms of different finalizing processes, to be able to go and record myself to go and do a greater job. So as I understand, no matter what, that my FL Studio yet again is doing something different over here, and it's actually out of order. So I'm understanding I have to close the program once again, but I did save the file. I did actually save my file. So I'm understanding that anyway, since I did actually save my beautiful file over here, I'm understanding that I can go to my FLP file over here. I can make sure I can go do something different over here. So let's have a look at where my file over here is. So I'm making sure that no matter what, as I go back into my file, make sure that I did save the project somewhere. So making sure to see where I did save the project over here. So I'm understanding it's Idonotopia set FLP file. So I'm understanding that no matter what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm changing the name of the actual file so I can do a greater job for myself. And as I do that for myself, I'm making sure I have more than enough success every single day to go and record whatever I need to do. But if you record anything on your nice and beautiful Edison software over here with your music track, then what happens is I can say it stays in the actual project. So whatever you record with FL Studio stays in the project. And that's how you understand straight away that you never need to have that in the desktop somewhere when it's already something that Edison did record for you. So I'm understanding that no matter what I do now, is I want to be exporting this nice and beautiful zip loop package over here, which is my set over here, so I can go and actually use it to go and place other types of sets into this, and I can go and create something different for myself. So as I go and I do something right now to help myself be successful, I'm making sure I have more than enough success over here to be able to go and do a better way for myself. So let's have a look at seeing, does this work for me right now? So I see it's finalizing, but I want to see, is it working for me, or what's happening over here with this actual file. So I'm understanding that no matter what I want to do, is I want to quickly be able to go and just dwell upon something that's actually helping me move forward. So what helps me move forward is just being able to see exactly what's going on with these FL Studio programs. So it's actually just never even responding for me. So what I do is I let it be that way, and I go and create something new for myself. So what I want to do is I'm understanding that no matter what, that the actual set or the actual FLP file is never even trying to make me a nice and beautiful, let's say, zip file. So what I want to do is I just want to let it be now. I just want to export the actual soundtrack, and the soundtrack is something I can export here, and I can just use the soundtrack as that kind of file now. So I'm understanding that. So what I do now is I just go and dwell upon helping myself get the actual export of the file over here, and I want to see the WAV file over here, and I want to see how long the actual file is altogether. So I want to actually say 6 hour set. I just want to say iDynatopia. I want to say iDynatopia set, and like that I can just go and dwell upon helping myself have that kind of set going. But as I have the set going over here, I can see it's 267 minutes, and I export it in a 16-bit WAV file and also 16-point sync with nice and beautiful 320 kbps. So now that's exporting, so that's actually working for me. So what I do now is I let it export, and I made a breakthrough today by making sure I can go and listen to it again. I want to listen to it from start to finish today, and that way I'm understanding that it's around, let's have a look, 267 minutes. 267 minutes divided by 60, alright, that's 4.45 hours. So it's almost, let's say, 4.5 hours of music. Understand? So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly that you can see straight away that it's around 270 minutes of time. But I'm exporting the music track very quickly, and I'm focusing on another setting to just go and dwell upon helping myself to groom and shower, in terms of groom myself. I love it. I'm making sure that I can go and read the bank statements over here as well, and be able to get ahead of the crowd differently now, because I understand that no matter what, I can create my music events now. And of course they never care about me in terms of my music events, but anyway, I promise you that what I do now is I go and focus upon helping myself to just deliver content, and as I deliver content I go and grow myself differently, and I focus on helping myself to grow the best way I can. But it's just like that, I promise you, it's just the way it is. Yeah, I promise you, if you go and really dwell upon giving yourself the time and space and measurements to be able to go and create something, then you have to understand straight away how it feels to be able to have 6 hours of music that you're ready to play at nightclubs. I'm ready to play 6 hours of music and more, baby, at nightclubs. I'm ready, but guess what? I'm ready. I mean, I just have to go and get my DJ deck. I just have to get my DJ deck and practice a bit of music production in terms of DJing my music, and then I just go and create the event. But then what I do with that is I have to give them money. I have to give them money to book the room, and I have to promote the event for 1 month before it happens. And then that way I understand that no matter what, I never even have to do that. I can just show up on the day. And people actually come to the dance. I promise you, people actually come to the dance floor because Marquee and all of them are promoting me. I promise you that's all different for me now. But what I'm doing now is I make sure that I can go and just blow the hairdryer on the actual window over here, because I have a window. And what I do is I go and be sure for myself to go and dwell upon a better way to close the windows, because at night time it does get cold around here. So I'm making sure that I can go and close the toilet door, because the toilet window open, in terms of the toilet window over here, to make sure that it's nice and warmer at night time over here to do greater. And as I do my life much better over here, making sure I have more enough success for you guys to be able to deliver content for myself. So making sure anyway, I'm ready to just go and really lift my life now in different ways, but I can see the differences in actual content in what I've actually done as a music producer over here. And as I'm studying the game of art and what I'm doing daily, in terms of how I look and how I dress and what I do around Instagram every single day, I'm learning straight away what I need to do to succeed. But I'm really at the peak of my life over here. In a way, I'm learning very much more about what I need to do every single day to make sure I'm successful every single day. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm actually making sure that no matter what, I have my word I. And since I have my word I, I'm learning something different always about what's going on. And as I grow, I shall succeed, but I have plenty of time to go and understand straight away that if I kept on reading from Grant Cardone and from all these people, I mean, if I just kept on reading only, then how about the doing of life? I have to go and do something. I have to go and do something about my life and never just read from other people. I have to go and do my life as well. So as I do my life, I succeed differently, but I'm looking at my hair now and I'm saying that my hair gets actually curly, or as my hair is getting curly. So it's because my hair is getting longer. Because my hair is getting longer, I have to figure a way for myself to train myself on how to actually nicely have my hair in a way that's growing for me in a different way. So what I do is I go and let it be. I have to get myself some hair extensions. I'm making sure anyway that what I do is I can almost tie it behind my head. I can almost tie my hair behind my head. So what I want to do is brush my teeth first and make sure I'm successful, but I'm hearing this nice and beautiful frequency over here that's saying, hey, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm making sure I understand straight away how I feel. I hear a frequency over here, so that frequency is telling me here to make sure I'm lifting my frequency, and that's what it is. I'm lifting my frequency. And that's why I hit the actual frequency, and I'm lifting my frequency. I'm lifting the actual tone, and that's why I hear this certain sound in my ear, which is like a frequency, and it's because I'm lifting my actual frequency or awareness, and that's why. I see I almost forgot something. And I almost forgot to talk to you while I was actually grooming myself. So no matter what, I had some time for some privacy just now. But the thing is, I'm realizing now that since I'm actually talking to you as I groom myself, I began to become lost in my word I over here. In other moments of my life over here, I'm not saying anyway that since I'm actually doing that, I'm saying I'm happy. I'm happy to just enjoy myself in different ways. And as I enjoy myself in different ways, I'm looking to see exactly how I need to be in front of you to make sure that I have more enough success, because guess what? I promise you, everybody's listening to Danny Milivojevic. I promise you, I'm talking more than anybody else in the world. And I have more to talk to you about than other people. And that's why I'm not saying that whatever I'm saying in words today, in terms of this, I promise you somebody else is hearing it. And since I can do this for the rest of my life and somebody else is hearing me out, I'm never losing content. I promise you, I'm always on the phone to somebody. I promise you, and I'm always talking to somebody over the phone. And that person is you. Understand? So, as I talk to somebody over the phone, I'm giving you my life coaching days, every single day. I'm teaching about life. I'm teaching about music production. I'm teaching about something that helps me move forward, and that's it, yeah? I promise you all the time. I've learned some stuff along the way of traveling around places and how people are and how people treat me. And I've learned a lot about how to just get out of Dodge. I get the fuck out of Australia as fast as possible. And now, people are everywhere the same thing. But I'm getting the fuck out of Australia as much as I can so I can go and travel the world. So I can go and fucking see America and Japan and all these places that I want to visit. And I want to fucking go to nightclubs over there. And since I'm doing that, I'm very new to the drawing board. And I go and play my music to everybody, and we're going to have fun. And since that's the case, I promise you I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun because no matter who I have as my wife or whatever it is, I'm making sure you understand that my legacy is fucking greater than theirs. I promise you my legacy is fucking great. I mean, you understand? So as I grow, I promise you I have a greater life than other people because my legacy is greater than theirs. And that's why. I'm making sure that it's because of words. Or else when I speak more words, I have more enough success every single day to go and deliver what I need to do to make sure I'm successful. So as I grow, I focus upon helping myself to do much more. And that's how I live my life. I live my life differently, guys. I do life differently. I make sure there's always more enough to succeed with. So when I'm actually giving you content, I mean, be happy. It's for free. I'm giving you this for free, man. In the sense that no matter what, I can say it's my actual documentary. I mean, this is a documentary of Danny Milivojevic and his life. I mean, everybody's going to be hearing it for the rest of their life. And that way I'm actually learning very quickly upon how popular I really am, because I'm doing far more than Tony Robbins. I'm doing far more than Grant Cardone. I'm doing far more than any other person in the world in audio content right now, I promise you, and in life coaching as well. I'm doing far more than other people. I mean, in a sense, so that's why I'm actually growing. So I understand anyway that women go for anybody. So what I do is I move on. And I understand they just go for money. So I just go and live my life, man. I mean, in a sense, so I never need a woman. I mean, in a sense, so that's the way, yeah. So what I do is I understand that no matter what that, since I'm actually helping myself grow, I have a peaceful life. I never have to fucking feed the woman. I never have to fucking have their kids. I never have to fucking have sex with her. I never have to fucking take her to a restaurant. I never have to fucking bring her to a restaurant. I never have to fucking talk to her. I never have to fucking sunbake her somewhere. I never have to fucking go to the beach with her. I never fucking have to drive her around. I never fucking have to bring her everywhere with me. I never fucking have to look at her. I never have to fucking sit down and fucking hug her and fucking having to hug her to watch a TV. I never fucking have to kiss her either. I never fucking have to dress her in life. I never have to be with her, sleeping with her in bed. I never have to fucking do that anymore in my life. You understand? So I don't fucking have to do anything for her. You understand? I can fucking be with Danny Milivojevic. I'm fucking much better than her. You understand? So every single day, that as I grow myself, I succeed. And as I do stuff around my life, I'm performing. I'm performing something that helps me grow. And what helps me grow is a better mindset. I have to have a better mindset for myself always. So that's how I succeed. I succeed differently to everybody else. I understand my ideas are different. My career and my life is different to other people's. And that's it, man. I promise you. Other people are unaware about other people who are successful around town. And that's how I see life. I see life as a better way than that. I see who's successful, I see who's unsuccessful in life. I'm very aware about life. I'm very aware about what I can do and what is coming up for me. So as I actually do life differently, I make sure I have more than enough success to make sure that I have my life looking forward. And as I'm looking forward in a better way and direction, I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I lift myself over here, I'm making sure that I look at my nice and beautiful eyebrows. I make sure that no matter what that I feel, that I can see it. I can understand no matter what, that one eyebrow has more hair than the other one. Whereas one eyebrow has fucking more hair than the other one, man. Whereas now, what will I fucking do here? This is the fucking funniest story of Danny Milivojevic, man. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. Huh? See, what? I mean, what do I do? I mean, guess what? I make sure that I'm lifting my life anyway. I see Jesus Christ. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I see one eyebrow is bigger than another one. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, what did you do? I mean, no. I mean, look. I mean, one eyebrow is fucking bigger than another one. I mean, how's that possible, man? I teach you something. I teach you something about life. How did that? I mean, listen. I mean, how did that happen? No more word I. or else my word is I, or else my word is I only. Or else I know my word I know my word I only. Or else now, how did that happen? I have to go and shave the nice and beautiful right side over here. I have to make it smaller, yeah? Whereas now the thing is I have to do this part over here. And as I do this part over here, I have to make sure that no matter what, I have plenty of time to just let it be, man. I mean, guess what, Prosh? Other people never even realize. I mean, what does Jesus Christ do over here? I mean, Jesus Christ says, hey, I mean, just go and level it. I mean, level it, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I have to do this part, or else this nice and beautiful eyebrow right here, man. Prosh, that's nice and beautiful, isn't it? I have a nice and beautiful eyebrow right here. So what I do is I have to fucking do this side over here. Ah! I mean, I never fucking meant that. I never fucking meant to do that. But I'm learning something along the way. I mean, this is the funniest thing in eternity, man. For fuck's sake. I mean, raise the people's eyebrow. I mean, how the fuck does it go? Fuck. I mean, for fuck's sake. Ah! Ah! I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I say, breathe! I said, breathe! For fuck's sake, but that's even worse than me. That's worse than me, man. Ah! 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 I'm learning very quickly, man. But as I learn very quickly, and that's the tease of a century, man. I'm learning very quickly upon how to actually do my eyebrow right here, man. But as I do my eyebrows, I'm fucking understanding straight away what I have to do to help myself to succeed differently. But I'm learning. I mean, for fuck's sake. And guess what? I go to fucking somebody to do my eyebrows. I say, please, fucking level my eyebrow, please. I mean, make this eyebrow. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, do you understand the mouth, the words that are coming out of my mouth? I have to go to somebody to do my fucking eyebrows. Because guess what? I can do it myself. I have my word I. I have my word I over here. I can do it myself. So what I do is, as I grow, I conquer, I succeed very quickly. And I just let it be, man. I mean, it's highly recognizable in a way that you have to understand that I'm just going to do my greater job over here. But what's amazing about life is learning. I mean, if you want to learn about life something, I can see how my hair is. I mean, my hair is actually getting longer. But as I'm succeeding differently, I'm learning. I'm learning the art of persuasion. So how is that possible? I mean, how did you do that? I mean, there's a trick over here. There's a little tricky. Whereas what I do is I just level it from this side. I'm making sure you guys understand anyway. As I'm giving you content, I'm showing you my life in the process of what I'm doing. And as I go and do my life, I say, guess what? Whereas my grandfather is laughing. I say, yes there. Yes there. Kako može. So how is that possible? I'm learning quickly. Understanding, guys, that if you want to go and grow yourself quickly, then make sure you go off my program to make sure that you can go and study something to actually go and dwell upon something that's actually helping you in a way that you have to understand that this is helping you and the words is helping you. But the thing is about the nice and beautiful way of life over here, that you have to go and be doing your content, and you have to be audio content listening in a way that you have to be doing audio content yourself. You have to go and do your own audio content is what I'm saying. So if you're willing to go and do if you're willing to go and do your own audio content, then you have all the success in the world. I mean, you must understand that. So as you actually go and grow yourself, then make sure you understand anyway that what I do is I have time to succeed. And I have time to make sure that no matter what, my nice and beautiful eyebrow hair over here is actually getting better. So as I actually dwell upon a better life for myself differently, making sure that I can see straight away how my nice and beautiful eyebrows are becoming a nice and beautiful way over here. It's coming into the equation. Now, into the equation of life, I come into the way of a better way. So as I go and do something that's actually helpful for myself over here, I'm making sure I get the eyebrow plucking, man. I go pluck my eyebrows, man. I can do my eyebrows on my own. But as I actually do my eyebrows on my own, I get the scissors. I have the nice and beautiful plucker over here. I'm learning very quickly. I see Charlotte Styles is very much laughing at me in life. I mean, she's never laughing at me, or she's laughing with me about the two eyebrows that are in here. But this is funny, man. I mean, guess what? I'm having a nice and beautiful time. I mean, how did I do that? I mean, how did I do this, man? I mean, come on. I have to do this much better. I understand that the thing is about my life that I'm the only guy that fucking does my eyebrows. I'm the only guy that does my eyebrows. You understand? I feel like the only guy who does his eyebrows. But that's the thing, yeah? I mean, that's why you have to go and grow yourself anyway. Now, if you go and do something upon life over here to love your life differently, I look good. I see Charlotte Styles is saying I look good. I look good. And the thing is, I have to go and look better for myself to do more. So as I do more, I'm just learning. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. But let it be. I mean, that's more enough for me for now. But as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure I see one fucking eyebrow is bigger than another one. I fucking teach you something about life. I teach you something. I mean, it's a fucking newest fashion. It's a fucking newest fashion. I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I mean, this is the newest fashion today. It's the newest fashion. I mean, I say yes. I mean, guess what, bro? That's how it is. I learned something quickly. I learned quickly how it is in life. I see very nice. I see Jesus Christ say very nice. I see very nice boy. I see very nice. I see good boy. I see that's Asian people. I see Asian people say very nice boy. I say yeah. So yeah. See very nice. I see the transsexual over there saying very nice boy. I say what? I have to go away from you, man. I have to run away, man. When those transsexual people are saying very nice boy, I say straight away. I mean, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me, man. So as I grow myself differently, I learn. So this is the funniest Daniel Milivojevic story ever, man. But I want to ask Jesus Christ, what's even funnier? I want to ask Jesus Christ, what's funnier for me in terms of for Jesus Christ? I mean, is it the taxi stand over there in Sydney, Australia, or is it the eyebrow? What's funnier? I mean, Jesus Christ says the taxi stand is so funny, man. I mean, the taxi stand over there, I mean, you have to understand. I mean, come on, man. I mean, hey, I see 100 fucking taxis across the road over there, man. I fucking get into a taxi after 30 minutes to fucking drive me for fucking 100 meters. When the taxi drives me 100 meters, man, to my accommodation. I mean, for fuck's sake. When the taxi drove me 100 meters, I was waiting for a fucking taxi for 30 minutes for the taxi to fucking drive me 100 meters away. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. And fucking 100 taxis on the other side were fucking going away. And they were fucking going away from me. I mean, 100 fucking taxis were on the other side. And I was fucking on one side of the fucking road while the taxis were all fucking going on the other side of the road. I was fucking looking for a taxi for 30 minutes. And fucking I've seen 100 taxis and more fucking pass by on the other street. But on my fucking street, no fucking taxis are coming through, except for fucking taxis that already have someone inside of those taxis. But on the other fucking side, there's fucking hundreds of taxis that are fucking never even with people. And they're fucking looking for people to go in a taxi. And fucking finally my Uber fucking comes, and the Uber fucking drives me for 100 meters, man, to my accommodation. I mean 100-meter walk. I mean literally 100 steps. I mean for fuck's sake, I gave him $15 as well. I gave him $15, man. Oh, I mean for fuck's sake, bro. I mean that's the funniest thing, yeah. I mean the funniest thing is, if you're growing yourself quickly, you can shape your eyebrows with the nice and beautiful scissors. So let's have a look over here. So as I learn to shape my eyebrows over here, I mean that's the funniest thing, man. I mean how did that happen? How did it happen? I mean now my eyebrow is looking sort of like my left one. I mean my left eyebrow and my right eyebrow are looking handsome. I can say so. I can say it looks clearly visible that it's actually level. Haha. Right, here we go. And as I grow myself quickly, I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. I understand. I asked Dr. Wayne Dyer to see this one. I can see clearly now. I can see clearly about the eyebrows right here. I can see straight away what's happening around here. So I can see clearly now. Oh, I realize now what I need to do is I need to just make sure that you guys understand straight away that as I go and help my life to succeed differently, I mean I give you something different always. I give you something different, but as I'm actually doing life differently, I mean life's happening, isn't it? I mean life is happening differently, but guess what? That's why I'm understanding straight away. There's plenty of time to understand that my eyebrows over here have to do better anyway. I have to do better. Whereas I can always do better with my eyebrows, but that's why I'm understanding that it's just clearly visible, isn't it? I mean, guess what? I promise you, this is how I'm actually doing my life these days. I'm doing my life differently these days. But this is the funniest moment of my life, man. I mean, you must understand. I mean, guess what? I'm doing better anyway. I'm doing better. I'm making sure I'm learning quick upon how to actually deliver content. And as I deliver content, guys, I'm learning very quickly upon how to persuade myself to grow. So what you need to do, guys, is you need to learn your safety net. You need to learn something about love. I mean, you guys need to learn how to love yourself. So what have I been doing over here? I've been looking at myself in the mirror to make sure that no matter what, I can go and really, really help myself to deliver something that's helping me grow. But what helps me grow is a different mindset always. And now I understand as soon as I level myself over here, I level it that way. Because that way it's more than enough. And I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel. And how I feel is different. I'm always understanding that. But every single day I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking to understand myself differently. And as I talk more, I breathe more of whatever it is in terms of my life. So I help myself to deliver quickly that nice and beautiful style of love and interest and devotion toward Jesus Christ and God, and helping myself to follow that path is the best way. And I follow Jesus Christ with what he does so I can help you to succeed. And then I understand straight away how I did turn it around. I turned my life around very quickly. I mean, at 25, I was fucking going downhill on 25. And now I'm 28. I mean, 4 years later, pretty sure my life fucking... I mean, whoa! I mean, I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I mean, from 25 years and 7 months to this fucking day. I mean, within 4 years, I fucking changed my life around, man. Within 4 years, I mean, whoa. I mean, big change. I can see it's a long change, says Jesus Christ. I mean, a big change over here for me. I'm making sure you understand straight away that no matter what, I'm never shifty about anything, but I love Jesus Christ, I love everything. And that way I'm understanding straight away upon how I deliver content and how I actually do my life. But guess what? I mean, you make sure that you never do that again. I mean, make sure you understand, I'm never shifty. I'm never shifty about anything. I never kill anybody. The thing is, every single day, that no matter what, if I go and really be honest with myself, I'm just looking out there. I'm just understanding that's how it is. But the thing is, always, I know my word I, man. I follow Jesus Christ. I follow Jesus Christ to the point of the best way, and I never do execution or execute anybody. I'm learning quickly upon how to just dwell upon myself. I'm helping myself to succeed differently. I can see now Ziz saying how my eyebrows over here have to improve. I have to improve my eyebrows, man. I see Ziz saying that he was doing his eyebrows too. Now the thing is over here is I'm looking to see straight away how to just deliver content. Unfortunately, my grandfather was going to the actual barber over there, and he has these. He has eyebrows that come at you, man. He has these eyebrows, man. But they're fucking pointy, man. They're fucking pointy in the way they come at you, man. It's like one of those mops. You ever see a toothbrush? I can see this now. My actual grandfather. he has eyebrows of toothbrush, man. Imagine a toothbrush and how the toothbrush sticks out at you. I asked Jesus Christ to show my dinner auntie how his actual eyebrows are like this. Toothbrush. Ha! What is it? It's like this, man. He goes to the barber, man. To the barber. When he goes to the barber to cut his eyebrows. That's how it is, yeah? The toothbrush ones, man. I know, baby. Oh, and that's how it is, yeah? I'm learning very quickly on how it is. I do the best job over here. But the thing is, every single day, just learn to understand straight away that you have to be happy, yeah? And once you be happy, looking for a better way to just understand yourself, yeah? And understand how to actually grow yourself differently. And as you grow yourself differently, you're looking for what you want. You're looking for what you want, but what you want is the word I only. Stick to the word I, because I'm the word I. And as I do the word I do my life quickly. And I make sure I have more than enough time to deliver. I deliver the nice and beautiful toothbrush with my grandfather, auntie. I promise you. I can see straight away. I love it. But the thing is, always, just watch out for your eye. And make sure that you are nice and beautiful with yourself always. To make sure you never poke out your eye, yeah? Make sure you never poke out your eye. Make sure you never ever go to kill yourself or cut yourself. Never cut yourself, please. Never be an emo. Be yourself in a way that you never have to be anything else other than the word I. Just be the word I today. There's a joke of a century and millennial over there with my grandfather auntie. Because guess what? It's more how it's funny. It's so funny. You understand? But it looks sort of like a toothbrush, man. But guess what? I realized it's much more how we understand how Daniel Milojevic does. I have to do better. I have to do better. Or else, how about the one eyebrow, man? I understand the one eyebrow over here. Oh. But guess what? I realized it's just a funny joke. Or is it just funny? And it's just a smart ass. I mean, as you grow yourself and as you do something great for yourself, you're learning how to understand. I realize my grandfather is saying Elvis Presley. I realize he wants to look like Elvis Presley. I understand I asked Jesus Christ to show my actual auntie and my dinner auntie that Elvis Presley is now with my biological grandfather now over there, because I understand my I don't understand my biological grandfather says that he wants to be like Elvis Presley. I understand straight away. A little bit. I can remember that photo. When he has a photo, it says, "This is Elvis Presley." When he said, "This is Elvis Presley." I remember a little bit. But you have to grow, guys, and you have to look good. You have to look excellent for yourself. But as you grow, you have to learn. You have to learn quickly. And as you learn quickly, then you have more than enough time. Then you have more than enough time to go and dwell upon something that helps you grow. Alright, that's how you live life. You live life differently, yeah? But as you live life differently, you're showing yourself different inclusions of success and different ways of courage. But be careful with the sharp knife over here. And just make sure that no matter what, you're learning quickly upon how you're actually learning quickly. So you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. I see Elvis Presley's with me as well. It's much. I can see the actual ring a bell. I have the melody. I have the melody in my head. So the melody is like, "Oh, you ain't no friend of mine." See. Let's go sing somewhere, man. I want to sing something, man. I want to sing all the time. But if you sing differently, you have to be happy, yeah. You guys can see how happy I am. You have to go and enjoy yourself too. If you enjoy yourself, like I do, then you have to go and sing sometimes. I see it. I understand straight away. I never hate you. I never hate anything. I make sure I make love with everything, and I grow myself quickly, and I show myself how to dwell upon better lies in terms of better ways of better than lies. But that's the point, yeah? And the point is growing yourself. Be careful if you're nice and beautiful, let's say, your nice and beautiful way of life over here, where you must understand straight away to just go and get yourself the newest kind of, let's say, razors and whatever you have in terms of life, and go and make everything sound different for yourself in different ways. And then I'm not saying that if you go and really, really grow yourself differently, then you're searching for all the words. Search for the words of encouragement. Search for something to say to somebody that's actually helping you grow in different ways, because that's how you actually learn. We have to learn to grow. If you learn to grow and you understand straight away how to market yourself in front of people, and then you can go and create some events around town as well, and then you can actually go and make money as well, and then you can have anything you want. But once I get more money, and once I have more money, how do I get more money? I get more money by talking the words first. If you want $1 million, then you have to give $1 million of words to people. In the sense, so the more you help people with words, the more money you make. In the sense, so freedom comes from those people who are talking more words. If you talk more words, then you deserve a greater life, I promise you. And how do I understand this? Because Jesus Christ says so. You understand? What testament? How's Jesus Christ said it? Jesus Christ came in to talk more words, man. Isn't it simple? Jesus Christ never did want to die. Jesus Christ came in to live life and said you have eternal life. And that's why you have to talk more, regardless. So go and talk more every single day. and learn how to really persuade yourself to find more courage with yourself and empathy and drive and determination to sing a melody for yourself, to go around the world and travel and do something that's actually helping you. Just do something that's actually helping you move forward in different ways, and be very quick to the notion to succeed and to understand that no matter what, that your life has to do greater and greater. So if you do greater all the time, then you'll understand straight away Maradona and everybody in terms of Messi and Lionel Messi and Nemanja Vidic and all these people. I'm going to promote them all the time. And understand Zig Ziglar and Dr. Wayne Dyer and Osho. I'm going to check out my actual mentors list, and then you find all these people that are helping people today. And that way, as I help people, I shall succeed, because I find much more greater, let's say, ways of life this way. Because I'm looking for better abundance all the time. And because I have better abundance, I'm looking for better interest deals every time. Because everything I have is the word I. I'm making sure I'm never afraid to see what other people are doing. I'm making sure anyway that what's important for myself is I look better when I just stick to I. And now that's the thing, yeah, I want to look better and better. But the better thing is that I just understand that. So what I do every single day is I go and check my nice and beautiful social media and how many people are watching me here and how many people are watching me there. So I can see the different types of marketing advertisements I have daily. So I can understand what's going on around my life over here. But in the lifetime, I have 238 hours that people have already seen much more of I and more. So I'm saying that over 238 hours people have been watching I. I'm making sure anyway. I can see straight away how I have to dwell upon a better way for myself and interest. I see other people are dwelling upon something else today. I'm making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning very quickly upon everything that I do. So what I do daily is I love myself so much that I see that nice and beautiful marketing show or whatever it is, and I succeed differently. And because I succeed differently, I search for better ways of deals upon life, and I go and see straight away what I need to do in terms of life to make a difference. So as I make a difference, I search for the greater quality of life always. But I see straight away how people are coming to watch my seminar and what I do. But that's why I'm learning very quickly upon my life, and that's why I'm understanding straight away how I deserve to have a greater life. And as I have a greater life, I go and see straight away how I have more than enough success today to be able to go and deliver whatever I need every single day. So I'm always understanding Danny Milivojevic mentors and whatever I have in terms of Instagram. I'm making sure that I have a nice and beautiful way of life over here to just be giving. I'm giving something for nothing. I'm making sure I'm escalating in a better way over here. I'm delivering that content that I need daily. And that's why I'm always helping people through everything I do, because that's how I see it. And how I see it is the best way. So as I go and dwell upon the nice and beautiful attitude that I have always, I focus upon helping myself to succeed. And that's why I'm understanding no matter what in terms of life, that I have more than enough content and delivery over here to expect myself to do greater. But that's why I understand straight away how other people are, and I can see straight away how many people are visiting me and what they are doing with me today. I'm not saying the past week I see over 338 people have already seen my beautiful Instagram in 7 days and more. Making sure I'm doing better than that. But now I want to be able to go and make some food and drink. I actually want to go and deliver content. But what I do now is I'm understanding that no matter what, I have some time over here to listen to music. But what I want to do first is I want to listen to the music via portable speakers as fast as possible now. So what I do is I go play the music, but I have to eat something too. So what I want to do first is a little bit, I'll go and make some nice and beautiful food and drink. And since that's the case, I realize I love everything. Make sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel, that I can just let it be. I can make sure that I feel my need to just have more and more time for everything. But that's the whole point, yeah. I mean, the whole point is making sure you have that nice and beautiful way of life where you can go and dwell upon something that's helping you grow. But what helps you grow is a better way. And if you have a better way forward, then go and understand how it feels to go and dwell upon something that's helping you. So I feel this one here is my Idonotopia set, but Idonotopia set has to be a 16-bit WAV file. So what I do is I make sure I can go and export a 16-bit WAV file, because I understand I understand straight away that as I grow myself daily, I have to go and make sure I have a nice and beautiful Idonotopia set. I have to place the actual WAV file, which is 16-bit version. I'll just say 16-bit version over here, and that way I have just an actual 16-point sync over here. And let's have a look to just go and export that. But as I go and do that quickly, I see the actual content's actually, let's say, exporting very quickly. So I'm not saying anyway, I have more than enough time to just go and upload this online quickly, and I upload it into my Mega Drive. And as it goes into Mega Drive, I have more enough of contents every single day to go and succeed differently. So I'm always looking for a better way. I'm always looking for something that's actually giving me value. So I'm always looking to give you value, but I understand how other people have never time to listen to you. Or they never have time to actually grow with you. So what they have to do is themselves, and they have to go their own way. And because they have to go their own way, I realize they have to go and study something new, and they have to go and dwell upon a better way for themselves, at least. So I understand that. I understand that most people never have time for me. I could say it's because they're doing their own life, and that's why.